Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Music Fast, the place future musicians come to get inspired. I know this is your first time learning how to play jazz music, but guess what? I got you covered. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the basic rudiments of jazz, what jazz, the concept of jazz is all about. And if this is your first time learning how to play jazz, I'm going to walk you through on the theory behind it and basic applications you can put in for your first jazz song. So, dive right in, let me show you. So now this is the keyboard, right? As you can see, this is the whole keyboard layout. So we're going to practice jazz on the key of C for now. I know C is the key a lot of people are most convenient with, right? So we're going to start on the key of C. So now this is my C, as we know. So for jazz, the concept of jazz is more about improvisation, more about creativity, more about you bringing out that inner flair in you. You trying to express yourself. And what do? We take it a step further from the basics of music now. To play a jazz chord, for beginner level, you just need to add your what? Seventh chord. Your seventh note, I mean, to the chord sequence. As we know, on the key of C, this is my do, mi, sol, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This is my do, mi, and sol. That's the basic triad we know. Do, mi, sol, 1, 3, 5. So now to add the seventh, remember when I ran my scale, this was on the key of C, this was do, note 1, re, note 2, mi, note 3, fa, note 4, sol, note 5, la, note 6, and ti, note 7. After 7, you go back to do, which is note 1. So now we're adding the seventh. So if this is do, mi, sol, then you add the seventh, which is here. So it becomes what? Do, mi, sol, ti. Can you feel the flair now in the sound, right? It has a flair to it. So this is the concept of jazz, simple. So the pattern, when you're playing a major chord, you know we have the do chord, it's a major chord, the fa chord is a major chord, the sol chord is a major chord. The re is a minor, mi is a minor chord, la is a minor chord. And the ti is what? A diminished. So let's start from the major, do, fa, and sol. This is do, 1, 3, 5. So to play a major seventh, it becomes 1, 3, 5, 7. So now this is jazz structure for this 1, 3, 5, and what? 7. So that's how you play your major chords and that's the structural pattern for jazz 1, 3, 5, and 7. One more time, major is 1, 3, 5, then add your 7. Now let's go to minor chord. Re is a minor, right? On is D, or we call it D minor, but on the key of C is known as Re, right? So this is it. This is D minor. But naturally, this was the normal position of D. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But now to make it a minor, what do? We flatten the third. So the difference between a major and minor is a major you play 1, 3, 5. A minor you play 1, flat 3, 5. A flat means you go back half a step. So this is 1, 3, 5. Flattening the third, it means go back half a step. So now this is a minor 1, flat 3, and 5. Now to give it the jazz feel, what do? You add your seventh. But now the 7, you flatten that seventh. So this is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on the key of D. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now to make it a what? Minor, first of all I make it a major. I flatten the third from here to here now. Then now I flatten the seventh. This was meant to be my seventh, which is my T. But what am I doing right now? I'm flattening it, going back half a step. So it goes like this. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. That's the structure or sequence for a minor seventh. So you apply the same structure or sequence 1, flat 3, 5, and 7, and flat 7. You do that for all minor chords, which are re, mi, and la. While 1, 3, 5, 7, you do that for the major chords, which are do, fa, and sol. Now we're going to the T, which is a diminished chord. So a diminished chord is more of a passing chord. It's not really a chord you rest on, but it's more of a passing chord. And the reason why it's diminished is because you play the first, you play the flattened third. So for example, this is C diminished. You play the first. This is my do, mi, sol, right? Let's go back, start from the major again. To make it a diminished, what do? I flatten the third, and I flatten the fifth. And I play the sixth as my seventh. So this is what we call it diminished. So you can see C diminished seventh. Why? Because to make it the seventh, you play the sixth instead. Because it's diminished. So it means you flatten your seventh how many times? twice. So flatten your 7 twice. That's how we get a C diminished 7th. So now what I want you to do is, now you get the idea. A major is 1 3 5. So what's the first step on getting there? Know what a major chord is. Play it 1 3 5. The second step, make it a minor. Third step, make it a what? A diminished. Now we know it. Then now what's the next thing we do now? Let's now make it jazz. Give it that jazz feel. For the major chord, add the 7th. For the minor chord, flatten the 3rd and flatten the 7th. And for the diminished chord, flatten the 3rd, 5th, and flatten and make it and flatten the 7th twice, which is play the 6th technically. So that you learn the concept of major, minor, and diminished 7th, which you can apply for jazz. So what I want you to do, I want you to master this on the key of C. So master this on the family of C very well, and we'll apply it on the song. So first things first, master it on the family of C. Then once you feel comfortable, then you can apply it to different songs of your choice. So this is the basic rudiment or foundation of how to play jazz music. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.